I'm not my friend is crazy. My friends always ask me, you gonna allow him to do, look, he chose to do what he did. I chose to do.
Where I ever questioned you, you already know that. I ain't never stressed with you, love me and you own that. That's why I'm so impressed with you.
Hey Lotus Flowers, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to be back here on YouTube. Today I'm going to be bringing you Wine With Me Wednesdays. So usually what I want to do for my channel with Wine With Me Wednesdays, basically just a place where all the girls can come and talk. Everybody has their glasses of wine. We chit chat, we talk about what's going on social medias as far as relationships go, men, women, what goes on to the woman's world. It's kind of a place for us to just come and talk. I'm going to have an email set up down here at the bottom if you see it, and if it's not only going to be on the screen, it's definitely going to be in the description box below. If you have any questions, anything you've seen on social media, just send it down to that link in the email. We'll talk about it on our channel. If you want to be anonymous, you can say you want to be anonymous. If you want us to say your name, we will. I'm going to kind of have my friends come along and do it with me. Excuse me. It's just going to be a place for us girls to talk. And for the first episode, or the first installment of this, we're actually going to be talking about, as you can see in the title, toxic situations with yourself. And basically we're going to be talking more of myself. I basically have a serious problem with this, as I said within the Get to Know Me, Get Ready video, when I was talking about being single and things I don't like about myself, and just certain things like that kind of played into this, because for a very long time, I've been battling with myself on things that I wanted to do for myself. I didn't know what made me happy versus what I thought my life was supposed to be like, and it was a constant battle in myself in trying to figure out what Portia really wants. What do I want in my life? What's going to be happy at the end of the day? What's going to fuel me at the end of the day? And it got to a point where I literally had to just cut everything off, start from scratch, just realize that this is what I want to do. I'm going to do it. I don't care less about anything else. I just want to be happy at the end of the day. So I realized that I had a very toxic mentality. I had a toxic relationship going on with myself about 6 months ago. I realized it. I realized that I don't know how to put it. I just realized that I was very unhappy with the choices that I was making for myself, and I was putting myself in a very hard situation, not knowing what to choose, not knowing how to act in situations, not knowing what things worked for me. So, and a lot of things came to the sacrifice of that. My relationship with a very great guy came to the end because I realized that I didn't want a lot of things. Like, I was pushing myself to want certain things. Ever since I was about 16 years old, I've always thought that when you're in your early 20s, you're supposed to be getting married, you're supposed to be starting a family and having kids, and being that I am about to be 25 years old and I don't even have a boyfriend right now, and I'm not even thinking of children, it's like, okay, is there something wrong with me? Am I not who I'm supposed to be? Am I doing something wrong? Like, I just didn't know if I was doing something wrong, or maybe something just wasn't for me, or I just wasn't worth it. And nowadays with social media, seeing that there's different things on social media, everybody's posting relationships, everybody's posting like goals, this, goals, that. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about no goddamn goals. Like, I don't care about, oh, well, he's bought you this, or my boyfriend this. You know, at the end of the day, I just want to be happy. I just want to have somebody, and I'm just happy, and it's whatever. And I thought that back then, I thought, you know, your boyfriend had to buy you gifts. I thought that your man was supposed to do a whole bunch of things for you. Like, I allowed social media and old standards or old stereotypes to rule my life for so long. You know, I watched all my friends, you know, get married, have kids, and I'm over here trying to figure out what movie I'm gonna watch, what food I'm about to eat. I'm over here worried about, oh damn, what pair of shoes I'm gonna buy or what outfit I'm gonna have on for tomorrow. Like, I'm worried about nonsense stuff. My friends over here like, oh, I gotta, you know, pick out Pampers and stuff like that. And I'm over here just like, I just want these new shoes. Like, I just want some new shoes. So it was a lot going on with me and my situation, is kind of learning how to choose things for myself. And it got to a point where I was demanding a lot from the guys that I was with. I was demanding a lot of attention, a lot of things that I felt like I was putting a lot of responsibilities in other people's hands to take care of me, to cater to me. And in that time, I realized that at the end of the day, I'm gonna make myself happy. I'm gonna make myself feel the way I need to be feeling at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I'm not taking responsibility for nobody else's shit. I'm just not doing it no more. Like, at the end of the day, Amber want what Amber want, and Amber's gonna do at the end of the day. I'm gonna do what I wanna do. Like, it got to the point where in my relationship, it got to the point where when things weren't done my way, I would act a certain way, and it's like, alright, I ain't gonna keep doing this. I'm not gonna keep having to keep repeating myself and telling somebody how to love me. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna do certain things for myself. I'm not putting my happiness in anybody else's hands anymore. And I felt like that was my toxic battle. I kept trying to think that he needs to do this or they need to do this, and it's like, no, you need to do this for yourself. Like, I am not putting my happiness and my responsibility of how I am or how people treat me in anybody else's hands but my own. If I don't like how somebody's doing something to me, oh well, I don't have to deal with your crap anymore. I don't have to deal, like, I legit, before I used to deal with so much shit. I used to put up with so much crap in the past because I just thought that I had to make things work. I had to deal with certain things to make me, that's what a woman does. A woman's supposed to deal with this, a woman's supposed to go through this, a woman's supposed to do that. I'm just like, nah, fuck that. I'm not dealing with nothing. Like, if I had to go through this just to say that I have a man, I don't want it. I don't want it. Like, I'm at a point in my life where if I have to seriously deal with disrespect on the day-to-day basis just so I can say I have a man who treats me right, man, this shit for the birds. I'm not doing it. I have too many friends who put up too much shit just so they can sit here and say they have a man. Child, I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it anymore. And I'm not saying to say that my ex wasn't a, you know, a great guy. He did things that he wasn't supposed to do. My ex was a very, very great guy. I love him still to this day. We don't talk as much as we used to. We actually don't even talk at all. At the end of that, that's not my responsibility. We lost communication. Look, at the end of the day, I'm gonna take responsibility for my choices when I made my relationship and the decisions that I made to just be like, look, I chose myself, to put myself first, and he chose to do whatever he wanted to do. And, oh well, I'm not my friend is crazy. My friends always ask me, you gonna allow him to do, look, he chose to do what he did. I chose to do what I did. And I'm going to accept my choices. He has to live with his, I'm gonna live with mine. At the end of the day, that's just how it is. I feel like as women, we always try to take on somebody else's choices. Do we try to take on the responsibility for somebody else's choices? Or we try to take on the responsibility for somebody else's, you know, what they did? Or you're trying to say, oh, well, he did this because of me. He did that because he wanted to. I'm never going to sit here and be like, well, maybe if I wasn't nagging him so much, he would still be here. I would still have a man. I was nagging at first because you did something fucking stupid, okay? Like, I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, well, you know, like, I'm not gonna hold you. What I'm getting sick of, I'm getting sick of seeing broads on Twitter, on social media, talking about some, oh, well, if your man cheats on you, you need to apologize to him because you did something wrong. You made him feel like, because you stupid. I'm not apologizing to no man for his choices for cheating on me or for his choice to do what the fuck he wanted to do. That was his choice. He has to live with it. And I ain't taking responsibility for a motherfucking thing. Like, no. Like, who in their right mind is gonna say, I swear to God, if I get an email about a woman saying, I just feel like it's my fault that my man decided to go, I'm blocking you. I'm blocking your email. Like, I don't know if you could do that, but I'm doing it. Like, cause you're crazy. Like, I'm never, and I repeat, I'm never going to sit here and sit with my friend or sit with my girlfriend or mess with somebody and be like, well, I feel like if I wasn't doing this, nah. I'm gonna tell you one thing, in my relationship, I can say that I made things difficult, but I'm never gonna sit here and say my actions caused somebody to cheat. No, his choices and him doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do caused him to go do what he wanted to do, okay? No, we're not doing that in 2020. I swear to God, if I ever see a woman, just don't. Just don't. But yeah, but honestly, like, going into the new year, I just realized that I take responsibility for my choices that I do for myself. At the end of the day, I realized that I've put a lot of people before me. I've dealt with so much things, like, recently, like, I don't even deal with crap I used to deal with anymore. I'm just not gonna do it. Recently, this dude was talking to me on Snapchat. He wanted to hang out with me. Tell me why he Snapchats me, him in the bed with some broad, to make me mad. So you're not making me mad, you're making yourself irrelevant. That's what you're doing. It's like, and the crazy thing about the old me would have put up with that. The old me would have just put up with that because I like the idea of having a man. I don't know. I don't like the idea of I like the idea of having a boyfriend, but I'm not about to deal with crazy, outlandish disrespect just so I can have a man. And I feel like in 2020, ladies, if you take anything from this video of me and my rambling, me and my ranting, do not, I repeat, do not ever, I mean ever, allow a man to disrespect you. No, don't ever put yourself, don't put yourself in a situation for a man to be able to disrespect you at the end of the day. Just don't do it. It's not fair to yourself. You'll put yourself through crazy toxic situations. It's crazy and outlandish, and I don't understand why women even put themselves through that crazy crap. Like, oh, I'm about to deal with so-and-so because, no. So I'm not trying to do this a video to judge or anything like that, but it's just me rambling and ranting. But at the end of the day, it's just like, I just wanted to do things for myself from now on. And the turning point for me, when I realized that I was putting people before, I was putting my relationship, my situation that I had with this great guy, when I realized I was putting him before me is when I was doing my internship. I was working at a fuck-ass job. I hated it. Me and him both worked together. I was working at a fuck-ass job. I hated it. I didn't want to be there anymore. And then I got a job opportunity. My first thought, and that for me getting a job opportunity, was I'm not going to see him again. Do y'all not understand how angry I was at myself? Because my first thought was not, oh my God, I did this on my own. Oh my God, I got the job that I want. I got my dream job. It's, oh no, I'm not going to see him again. Look, I'm going to say something, ladies. No job, not even no job, there is no circumstance that should allow you not to be able to see, communicate, or do anything with your significant other who you consider your spouse, or you consider important to you. The fact that thought went through my mind made me realize that, girl, you don't want this. Your mind, you're not in the right headspace with yourself to even choose yourself. because I needed a better opportunity. I worked hard for that opportunity. I worked hard to get that job opportunity. And for me to actually think that I'm gonna not take it because I don't want to see somebody anymore, that's when I knew I was batshit crazy and I had a problem with myself. So ever since then, I just kind of I just had to cut myself off. I had to literally cut ties. I was like, this I love you. The situation right here is all good, Playboy, but I legit almost chose this situation, this actually not so perfect or not so great scenario, with just because I wanted to say I have a boyfriend, just because I wanted to say I had a guy over a job opportunity I bust my ass and I worked hard for. Hell no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this crazy shit. Like, I'm not doing it with myself anymore. So I legit had to talk, told him what was up, and I'm in my career doing what I do. There are some days when I feel like, damn, like I'm a workaholic and I'm never gonna find a relationship. At the end of the day, it's like, I don't care. Like, I do what I love. I do what makes me happy. I go to the movies by myself. I get drinks by myself. I cook and I have meals by myself. I had to learn how to do things by myself. And in the last couple months, I realized that I will be okay. Like, I don't need a whole bunch of crazy shit, or I need a man to make me feel better. I don't need all that. Like, you don't. I feel like as women, we don't need that. And to sit here and make it seem like we do is crazy. Like, it's crazy. I feel like as women, you need a balance in your life. You need to be able to have yourself and your happiness, and then have your happiness with your relationship or whatever. And I knew in myself, I had a toxic relationship with myself that was causing me to act an ass. I mean, I was acting batshit crazy. I got some story times for that ass, because I was doing whatever. I was doing whatever made me think that I had to make me. I was looking for reassurance every 20 seconds when it came to my relationship. And that got tiring very fast. I was tired of doing it. I was tired of always looking for reassurance. Look, you love me, you love me. You don't, you don't. If you don't do things for me, I'm not sweating. If you do things for me, all right, cool, I love you, thank you for the gift, whatever. But I'm not going to sit here and beg for what I feel like I deserve. If you don't think I don't deserve it, then oh well, like, okay, like, you don't deserve it. But don't get upset when I start making moves to do whatever I want to do. It's just that simple. You can't get upset with me when I'm just like, yep, well, we ain't gotta talk no more. We ain't gotta talk about nothing to talk about. So that's just another thing. Is one of the things I just feel like for myself, it was just crazy that I just did that to myself. Like, it was just, y'all, it was batshit crazy. And I found myself always just looking for something. And at the end of the day, like, in that journey of finding myself and realizing myself, I realized that I'm not a big fan of marriage and kids. Like, don't get me wrong, the idea of marriage and kids is amazing to me. But I'm not making that my life goal anymore. At the end of the day, if I don't get married, if I don't have kids, I'm happy with my life. I want to make myself happy. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm sick of making that one of the things that needs to be my life perfect. If it don't happen, tell you, it don't happen. Anyway, that's it for this first Wine With Me Wednesday. I know I didn't have any wine with me today. It is Sunday. I usually do my filming on Saturdays. If it was Saturday, I would have a glass of wine with me, and it'll be a little bit longer. I know this wine with me was not very structured. It was very all over the place and very ramblish and very just crazy, but really it was just kind of coming to me, kind of peeling off a layer of myself, kind of bringing you guys in for a second. I didn't want to get too emotional, because crazy thing about it is I was supposed to make this video maybe 2 weeks ago, but it was still kind of fresh and raw for me, and I knew I would have gotten very emotional. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to come in here and have fun. I wanted to cut up, okay? I didn't want to be in here just like. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, ladies, you have anything that you see on social media, you have any questions, just send an email or any question that you have to the Wine With Me email, as will be probably be on the screen, or if not, it'll be in the link in the description box below. Thank you guys for watching. Today is going to be a great 2020. You know, we're going to take the year by storm, you know what I'm saying, ladies? We're going to do what we do, and we're going to have our fun. So I'm going to be leaving you guys with that at the end of the day, ladies. But niggas get money, okay?